Can you hear us?
What's going on?
I think you can.
You can hear us? Okay, Jesus.
Dudes. Tunes.
Tunes.
And brews.
Brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listening to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drinking some brews.
And drinking some brews.
Oh, we're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listening to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drinking some brews.
And drinking some brews.
Ah, yeah, all right.
All right, we're tentatively calling this episode "Son of a Bitch."
Son of a whole fat.
Oh man. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna repost this new link onto the thing because the first one I posted, it was
bonkers.
It was bonkers.
You know, but hey, it's Sunday night. It's 8:30. We'll
is.
edit that out. And we're here with who are you?
Shawn Zellars.
Shawn Zellars.
Shawn Zellars, yes, at the lovely Zellars Custom Studio,
which is our honorary Studio C now, right?
Right.
Talk about that because we can come here anytime we want. We've already talked about this. You guys already behind the scenes. We talked to Shawn and we're basically gonna steal his place from here on out because it's so nice.
Well, we're basically brothers, so I can do whatever I want.
I feel like his cousin. You know, we're like second cousins. We're not, you know, we're family, but we really don't know.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. So how long you been building this place, Shawn?
Moved into the house in July, and I got started on it then. I think I finished it in October.
Crap, dude. So yeah,
This is
within this year.
No, it was last year.
Oh, okay. So more of a year and a half versus just like 6 months is what I was thinking. I was like, that's pretty good, dude.
No, it's pretty much where it's at now at the end of it. I mean, I haven't done much else to it.
Had they partitioned this out, the former owners, or is all this done on your behalf?
It was a 2-car garage.
Yeah.
Now you had something similar that you were working on in your old place, right?
My old place?
Yeah, your former residence.
Oh, my old house. Yeah, all this stuff was basically in my old garage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I got to see the
Only
demo
not
of
near
that.
as fancy.
Not near as fancy. We had all this set up in my old place, but there was no heat. There was no heat. There was nothing cool. It was just a couple of walls with stuff in there, and
A lot
We
of
had an
cats.
air conditioner.
we had a
We had
window
to
unit.
weld
We welded
steel.
steel bars to the windows.
Yeah.
Took those down and gave them back after we moved.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing got stolen.
No.
Not from my garage.
That's intense. That's, you know, because that area.
I mean, I gave them props for having the fortitude to do that because it was after my house got robbed 3 times.
Yikes! Ooh, a thrice robbery with
Right.
like a.
But then I reinforced the door jamb of the garage with steel plate. Then we did bars on the windows. And
We were pretty sure no one was getting it.
yeah, you couldn't kick that door. I put extra long screws in the hinges of the door and the jamb, and
It's like a modern version of the old bomb shelters that our grandfathers are building.
kind of sort of
You're like, this one's above ground,
sorta.
and it's to keep people out, not to keep them in.
right.
It's a little drafty.
Yeah.
So yes, this is episode 27. We're at Zellars Custom Studio, as we've mentioned. This is the 4th attempt this evening because we were kind of trying to get fancy and go through some of Shawn's fancy recording equipment.
Which any of you viewers at home know, anytime the DTV guys try to get fancy, it's
It's a cluster. It's a train wreck.
yeah.
But we gave a noble attempt, and some reason we were not getting audio from this super fancy microphone. So
It's really nice here. I'm gonna get it in the shot here if I can. I gotta lean it. It's
got a leaner.
look at that. It's a nice microphone. It's got that classic look to it.
It's a fantastic microphone, but I think the computer was having trouble coordinating with the live aspect of the YouTube.
And Harlos isn't a big fan of Apple, so
I have no idea what I'm doing on this lap. I don't even know why I'm in this seat. Me and Shawn should be flip flopped.
yeah, it's fun seeing you take it by the helm. Be the captain of the night.
I'm your captain. I'm your captain. Anyways, what are we gonna do tonight? We're just gonna sit here and that's about it.
Well, I think we're already 30 minutes into.
We're 30 minutes in, so we're like 20 minutes late.
I think it's time that we're
gonna crack those brews. Pardon me while I'm gonna brew.
So yeah, I'm gonna check out this seat here. He's got it nice and warm for me. So how long have you had this chair?
The chair?
Yeah. Tell us about this chair.
Tell us about this chair.
Is this a Craigslist find, or is it your father's chair? Did you get this from your family?
No, I worked subcontracting for a construction company.
Ooh,
And
nice.
all the fancy places up on the north side like to throw everything away.
I love those kind of finds. Those
Right.
guys. I used to do fire water restoration,
Mm-hmm.
and we would go in and tear out houses that had like either burnt down or flooded or whatever, and they 9 times out of 10 just be like, take our stuff. We're writing it off for insurance. We don't want to throw it in the trash. And you'd find televisions that were like warped,
Right.
like some really bizarre looking like pieces of furniture. and
The
stuff.
TV in my bedroom right now came out of a house fire.
Really,
It's still going strong.
it's an old box TV.
No, it's a flat screen. It's like a 47-inch flat.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
cool.
not that old, but it did go through a house fire.
Whose fire?
My lady's grandparents.
Oh, nice. Okay, so kept it in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reeked of fire and smoke for like the first year.
Yeah.
What do I got here? Cameron?
I think what he got. We were going to there is the what Harlow's has left.
This is
stash.
what was in my fridge. I should have brought Shawn a Sunkist or a Fanta.
I have some Crush in my truck, but
He's got a Chris. The reason I say is because Shawn does not imbibe anymore.
which is fine. We like all kinds of brews. As you know, we've also done our soda episode. We do like the soda pops.
We do like the soda pops.
I've actually admitted to Harlow's tonight that I actually like diet soda.
I drink nothing but diet soda for like 5 years. Then I got the taste for sugar again, and it was like, holy shit!
Yeah, it doesn't have that weird aftertaste. to it.
Right. So this evening I brought a sampler of what I had in my fridge. We have a couple of these moose heads that I had left over, which we liked those. And then we got tonight a Rebel IPA, boldly hopped and balanced.
Yeah, and it actually goes with the case itself.
Yes, got these yesterday. So
Very
what do you
nice.
want first? You want the Rebel?
I want to go with the Rebel.
Go ahead.
And also, I would like to swap you seats because I think that
You like the drum throne?
Yeah, I like the drum throw much better. And
I dropped my phone. Anyways,
I picked it up.
and I took it.
Wow, what a place of magic you run here.
So what have you been up to in this here studio of yours here lately, Shawn?
Mainly just setting it up to where me and you can record.
Yeah, we have. We've done a couple of things in here since you've had it done. A few things. It's hard to get together when you being a third shifter, me being a first shifter.
You know, I'm also switching jobs right now.
That's
too,
true. Oh, I actually haven't seen Shawn in probably a month and a half or so.
Yeah, probably.
When did you guys do your Zellars Custom Studios post that you were here for a special guest appearance?
Oh, that was when you
That was
Shawn.
Meet the Artist one.
Zellars Custom Studio also has their own YouTube page. I wanted to mention that he does a lot of gear reviews and demonstrations about gear, and he likes fancy stuff. So if you're into the fancy high-end gear tech, like
Ooh, yeah, look at that.
that's the old Telecaster.
So, what did you do on that?
Oh, this pretty much just swapped the pick guard, changed all the electronics, put a push pull in it to split the coil because this is a mini humbucker.
Nice.
The little 59, and this is also a humbucker, and that'll split it.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah, I bought a Telecaster. And he's like, "Well, I want a Telecaster," but the difference is he kept his and I sold mine.
That's very nice. And then what's that strap you have at the top there? Is that a capo?
No,
They say it does some magic keeping it from resonating, but up here, I don't know.
it's one of them things all the metal
It
guys
holds
do.
It holds a pig. I like it.
That's cool. Yeah, it'll work nicely. Very cool.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff here.
Do you have any amps ready so we could hear the tone on a few of these here axes? Or
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how that switch works on that.
Want the push pull?
Yeah, push pull on it.
Just changes it from humbucker to single.
Really? Okay, so it's like that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Yeah,
it makes it hot or not.
I've owned the same electric guitar for about 12 years now. It is a Squire Telecaster
It's a Stratocaster.
or Stratocaster Bullet Strat. Yeah, I don't even know what I own. I got it for like $130 with a case, and it was one of those kit deals. Probably one of them starter guitars. But I played many shows with it. Many horribly tuned shows, and I'm fine with that. You know.
Well, there really isn't that much of a delay this evening. That's pretty cool.
We're doing this live.
This is live.
We're working with the green screen again, as you see. We've been working on some more interactive imagery.
Yes. More and more on music though. Shawn, he's actually a drummer who has recently past couple of years or so, started picking up guitar and bass, and he's actually doing a pretty good job picking that up. He was the drummer in my very first band, so and I was the bass player of his very first band.
Did you guys have a name?
We were called Psionics.
Ooh, nice. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, our songs were just as good as the name. We had
Crap.
another buddy who played the guitar, but he didn't really know what the hell he was doing. And he kind of just threw his fingers places.
Is there a pickup here?
A pick. Yeah, nah. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got one right here. One of these fancy ones. I don't know.
Interesting.
Helps hold on to it.
I love that Telecaster. But I love the Jackson better.
Yeah, the strings are dead on this. I've actually got to replace them.
Yeah, sounds like it. Do you put the heavy gauge strings on those?
Not too bad. I go 10 to 52 on pretty much all my guitars.
And that one you keep in E flat, correct?
Yeah.
He has different tunings for different guitars.
Yeah, E
Nice.
flat and drop.
So it's an E flat with the E drop.
Remember the late '90s when all those bands were doing drop C?
Yeah. Kiss even did it.
Really?
I got 2 guitars in drop C.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Very cool. Well, this
Play
is
a little bit.
doing some of the.
see that pick you got.
Oh yeah.
And that's bridge pickup, but Shawn really likes the neck pickups. That's a joke. He always tells me not to play with my neck pickup.
Oh.
When we're trying to play a rock song, he's playing on the neck. It's not right.
I like it.
There it is.
I have not been practicing lately.
Love that amp.
Give me that reverb to hide my mistakes.
Hey, that's fine. Yeah. You still know the old MacGyver theme song?
MacGyver.
Or not MacGyver, Matlock.
Oh shit, no.
Oh man. Yeah.
Shit, what was that one? Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, playing around with some theme music, and then we were trying to learn
It was the theme from Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills theme, cop theme, and then we were originally playing Baker Street.
Yeah, I'm trying
We
to.
figured it out on the melodica, and then that came out.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful guitar.
Love it.
Very
Maple
nice.
neck.
I love the fact you can still split it. I mean, even the bridge position, so you kind of still get that telly
So yeah, that's Shawn's Telecaster with
Yeah.
the split coils. Yeah.
It's very pretty too, and the paint job on there, the kind of the copper
Yes,
pickguard there,
laser etched. I found them on eBay.
very
It's
neat.
actually the nicest pickguard I've found.
Try to get a good shot of this for the
Yeah.
viewers at home.
Almost got a
It's like a phoenix.
yeah, very cool.
I like it. I like that neck too. It's got the kind of the satin neck on it.
That and maple. I love maple.
My Telecaster had that real glossy neck that your hand would get stuck on.
Oh yeah,
Hated
no
that.
good.
So I sold it and made about $50 on it.
Could I possibly hold it
Yeah.
with my hands? Ooh, it's got some weight too.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
That's the one I sanded down the neck on.
the bass.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the bass complete.
We'll get to that.
Yeah,
I got a new little bass amp.
saw that one of those little Fender Studios
Yeah.
or the Pro one.
Yeah. I like it because I can plug it into the studio, and I mean, it sounds way bigger than it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if we're in here, it's good enough.
Turn it up. What happened? What happened to the volume?
I'm scared. I don't know.
Volume's down here, I believe. I think. Yeah, the tone's here.
Need a sound guy.
Well, I had to switch them. Normally, it's the opposite on the telly, but I swapped it because
You keep hitting the.
well, not just that, the way the cavity is in there, it's actually routed out a little bit more underneath that.
Ah, I
A
see.
stacked pot where you can switch.
So Zellars here on his channel does gear reviews and stuff like that. And for a while, he was doing a Meet the Artist segment where he would like hang out with musicians. I was on the first episode, so you should watch it because I'm cool and he's cool too.
We'll put some links.
Well, maybe. That's kind of like putting links is like editing. I don't do editing.
Okay, I'll comment on there. From
But,
my page. You just follow my comment.
But he's got a cool channel. We're just screwing around here at the studio, messing around with some of his toys, seeing what's going on.
Ooh, yeah.
My favorite guitar is back in the corner, sitting over there neglected. This is my Christmas gift.
That's right.
It's got a bow on it. That means it's a present,
Whoa,
right?
look at that.
This is my favorite.
Comes with
I
a free
love
kick in the balls, too.
Kicking the balls. It's a funny story about this guitar. I love telling it just because I like holding grudges. I saw this guitar hanging up in Guitar Center in the used section for $329, I think it was. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I picked it up and I'm noodling on it. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. And I kept thinking, I left and I kept thinking about it. Like, I'm going to go buy that son of a bitch. It was pretty nice. Buddy Shawn calls me. Hey, man. Now, Shawn has a history of calling me. Shawn has a history of calling me every time he buys a new toy. So every time my phone's like, oh, he bought something. What'd you buy? He's like, dude, I got this cool new Jackson. You should check it out. I'm like, oh, no shit. I was going to go buy a Jackson. So he swings over because he's in the neighborhood. And it's this Jackson.
And you know right away because, I mean, that's
I was like,
a very
you
specific
son
guitar.
of a bitch. I knew it because the 3-bolt neck and this taper.
oh, man. And that flat body on that is
Oh,
just
yeah.
sexy, dude. It really is.
It had its issues, though. All the fret wires were sticking out, damn near like a saw blade.
Yeah, he's
Well,
got
look
this
at those
thing-
fret dots on there, too. They're kind of interesting. Is that a normal Jackson design on the...
I don't think they do maple a lot, but yeah.
See where the dots are placed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the staggered.
Yeah, is that a standard design or?
No, normally Jackson does called shark fin.
Yeah, the shark fin.
Start out big and they swipe.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
kind of like the Rickenbackers.
Okay, yeah, I've seen those before. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, because this is your standard dot placement, like on here. You know?
Yeah, in the middle.
Which I found out today. Now that we're mentioning this, that's actually not for the guitarist. That's for other players. So you know where I'm at on on the guitar when you're playing with other.
True,
musicians.
the ones on the top are
for,
the
for
guitar,
you, yeah. But the ones on the front are for other people playing accompaniment.
And that is the new Kiesel, which was refresh my memory.
Carvin.
That's right. Carvin is now Kiesel, and that was custom made.
Yeah.
And you got it for a song basically. But look how those are positioned.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, staggered.
It's like looking at the constellations.
Right.
I think it's to help lead players when they're playing real fast up here.
That's pretty
I can see that. I love that figured maple neck.
The glow side marks.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
He's got some sexy guitars up in here. Let's line them all up.
5-piece maple, bird's eye, fretboard.
Oh, the sexy. I love these guitars. I've played these all these guitars quite a bit. Now, this one is in drop C, correct?
So is this one.
Both of them?
And this is your standard E
flat.
E flat, yeah.
I don't think he keeps any guitars in standard tuning.
What's standard tuning?
E, A, D, G, B, E.
I thought it was always in the E flat. It's always just E.
Standard tuning is E.
Oh, see, I don't know anything.
E flat
I
is
just like-
standard rock and
I think
roll
I just like
tuning.
everything off a little bit.
It's probably what you're used to. Are you playing the Police? I love the Police.
Yeah, it's my favorite song. I've been sitting right in front of it.
Right. Yeah,
All right.
that thing's a beast.
And what amp are you going through?
It's an EVH 50-watt 212 combo.
There you
Oh, you
go.
got combo with
And for those who are gearheads, it's the first revision. And I like that one because Blue Channel sounds better and it comes with greenbacks. Actual
Greenbacks.
Celestian greenbacks.
the good ones. That thing's sexy. The vomit thing.
Push.
Silence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that paint job. The binding on the side continues. The figured binding. That's sweet.
I think it's actually the.
Yeah, it's part of the top.
Yeah.
They just taped it off and did a little green figure on there. Yeah, that's a nice ass guitar right there.
Jeff Kiesel, shout out. Send me free guitars. I'm looking for a multi-scale 7-string.
It's like
Preferably in
butter.
Aries.
How much are you willing to pay, son?
A lot. I won't get into it.
Uh-oh, I put the Jackson on this stand. Oh, I could use that. Oh man, so starting a new job, hanging out with the dudes tonight. How is the new job there?
I haven't started it yet. I started the day after Christmas.
So you already took your toolbox is at your current job.
Yeah.
Your new toolbox.
Mhm.
Gotcha. How you liking that new toolbox?
It's good. U.S. General stepping it up, man.
Nice.
Very nice.
I think they're competing with some of the big brands. Like I haven't found a Craftsman near as good as U.S. General.
Craftsman, I almost bought one of their toolboxes years ago, but I thought they felt like crap.
They do.
How long ago did Lowe's buy out Craftsman?
Not long. It's
Not
actually
long.
Stanley owns them.
Yeah, Stanley owns Craftsman, but Sears is just now closing down,
Yeah, so
so
Craftsman
Craftsman's
needed
going
a
over.
seller.
I thought that Cobalt was going out because they were taking on Craftsman, but I guess that's not the case. I guess they're going to keep it on. Yeah.
keeping their house brand.
See, I like Cobalt because their tools are blue.
The
Cobalt's quality went down too.
Yeah, they did.
Just the fact that they're called Cobalt and they're blue is fine with me. Other than that,
I could see that. That's probably why they call themselves Cobalt. I was going to buy one of their 3/8 air impacts the other day because my good Snap-on one came up missing.
Oh yeah,
Lovely.
Yeah, so that was about a month ago.
Missing.
Ingersoll Rand.
Well, I'm going to go with whatever I can find cheap at the pawn shop because that Snap-on wasn't cheap. I used it for about 5 years. It was still going strong.
Usually crackheads still Ingersoll Rands though. You're good.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it's true. And they also like to steal your old antennas for your radios. Crackheads like to cut those off and smoke their crack out of those.
Welcome to Crack Talk.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told, but most radios don't have antennas anymore, so it's kind of making it hard for them.
You may. Anyway, so what do you think about this Rebel IPA we're drinking?
It was so good, I had to drink it all.
You already drank it?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it's all right.
Between you, yeah, he and I were hanging out. I drank the beer, and everything was good.
As long as Sean's cool with it, whatever.
Yeah, Shawn's cool with
I
it.
mean, Sean's our guest while we're being his guest. It's like a weird guest triangle.
I'm fine with that.
It's odd being in my studio. I mean, I'm quiet because that's all I do in here is do tech stuff and sit on my ass.
Right.
Yeah.
And he has nothing really good to add to the conversation, I guess.
It's really kind of unfortunate because this is a pretty good hangout spot, you know? You need
This is
some,
nice.
We could fill this with like-minded people. And
Hookers.
Yeah.
I mean, like-minded hookers.
Yeah, of course you want like-minded hookers. You know,
Right.
if they're going to be like debating stuff, it's like,
Yeah.
get out of here. Go
Going on
hook some-
social justice warrior hookers.
Yeah, get out of here. You go hook somewhere
My
else.
chances of getting laid.
Yeah. I mean,
That mug, sir, is what's stopping you.
yeah, no. We're not those guys. We're not telling you what you are or not doing to get laid. You know, money talks.
That's right. And try chicken nuggets.
She's literally over there. She's
Yeah.
probably watching.
I know.
Speaking of
So
which,
smart.
do you like the chicken nuggets from Burger King? They're 10 cents a piece. It's pretty good. 10 for $1.
I mean, if you're gonna eat some like mostly corn crap, may as well.
I was skeptical. I was like 10-cent nuggets. That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
you get them for $1. You get some sauce. You
And
know,
they have a really good sauce that's pretty comparable to the old Arby's Southwest sauce that they used to have for their onion chips. They got rid of it, and Burger King pretty much has that sauce. It's like a creamy mustard with horseradish in it.
huh?
It's pretty damn good.
They're real stingy with their sauces, though. You ever notice this? They have signs everywhere that says 10-piece, 2 sauces, 4-piece, 1 sauce, any extra 15 cents.
Dude. Well, and that's not the country I want to live.
Right. That's a Burger King.
Maybe I want.
Screw you.
It's like McDonald's, man. You get pancakes. They give you 2 butters now.
Right.
It ain't even butter. It ain't even real butter.
Why are you fat shaming? You ain't, one fucking margarine's gonna make me skinny.
Right. I'm here at McDonald's. I want all the butter I can fucking eat.
And it's not even real. It's not even real maple syrup. It's corn syrup. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean,
With maple flavor.
you stick a couple of sausage patties in between them flapjacks, you got a meal.
It's pretty good. Really, I gotta say, you know. But the McDonald's pancakes are so spongy.
They are kind of spongy.
I like them.
Who else has pancakes? Oh, Burger King's advertising
What
pancakes.
kills me is they serve them to you cold, and I'm like, just throw them in a microwave. That's all you do.
Right. Have you
Give me
tried,
10 extra seconds.
have you tried the Burger King pancakes?
No, I hear they're cheaper though.
Of course.
Burger
they're like
King's
10
always-
cents a piece.
Oh, and then you know who's pushing some breakfast stuff here recently is KFC. They're doing chicken and waffles.
What?
It's not really breakfast, but you know, it's like that whole chicken and waffles movement. They got the waffle sandwich,
Remember when they had the sandwich that was pretty much just 2 chicken breasts?
the double down.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I remember when things were right in this world.
Do you remember the old chicken minis that were like little square chicken sandwiches in the 90s?
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Those were pretty. They're 25 cents a piece.
Remember when they had livers and gizzards?
I don't eat that shit.
Get some hot sauce and some livers, dude.
No,
That's me and my pops, man. That's what we do.
my dad was all about them gizzards, and I cooked them for him once, and I said, "Here you go, it's all you."
I'd rather make a soup stock out of the gizzards than actually eat them.
I'd just rather not eat them.
They're pretty good to cook with, but
I'd rather have some undercooked legs or something.
undercooked legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I could do well with that.
When it's bloody by the bone.
Bloody by the bone.
That thing right-
the bone!
Hand you that thing right there.
The number one
And the
dad.
silver basket.
Oh, listen, there's a lot of things over here.
What have we got
Yeah,
there?
meatloaf.
Oh, I think he's gonna play Bop It while we're doing our interview. Where were you? I don't know, 5 episodes ago.
Right, we would have needed one of those forever.
Yeah, we used to do our sound effects, but it got a little tedious.
Yeah, a little bit.
I actually paid $1 for a
Gotta
program.
split.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah, okay.
So what does the future of Zellars Custom Studio hold there, Shawn?
Bankruptcy.
Okay.
Chapter 11.
7.
Oh, Peter Francis Geraci will help you.
Hey, Will.
Yeah, he already did once.
Oh. All right, now we're back.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh. Zoinks. Oh, and with that, I'm gonna sneak away and grab something.
What, one of these?
You got another one?
Yeah. They're right here.
Now, Sean's got all this technical equipment in here, but I feel like we should. We brought something from the DTB Studio A.
Okay.
And this is our melodica. This is it's like a harmonica. It's like a harmonica.
It's a harmonica that
accordion.
You blow in and finger.
Yeah. So
and bigger.
This is the future, man.
I don't know about that.
It's like an accordion, freaking harmonica. That's
accordion harmonica.
The keyed air instrument. All right.
Yeah.
It is, and
it's like a saxophone for idiots.
And you can just whatever you can do. You know, I actually thought it'd be cool to just connect like a air compressor to it. And then you could just
that'd be.
I got one.
Yeah, so we could
clever.
We could try that out sometime. Plus, if you it used to have a mouthpiece, so you could play it like this.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the few instruments you can't share with your buddies.
Yeah, exactly. We will play that now.
No,
good.
Well, I'm about to do it then. Yeah. I gotta go.
Yeah, so you know
I'm
that's
full.
pretty cool. So you can do that. So that's kind of a novelty thing, unless you're really good at it.
So
in which case it's cool. So we played around with this our last episode, but it was kind of off camera, and now we get to kind of show people what it was that I was blowing into. It wasn't just this hose.
So what did you want to rate that Rebel IPA we were drinking?
That Rebel IPA is definitely going to get a 4.2 brews out of 5.
Ooh.
It's a good. It's not very bitter at all.
No.
It's very smooth. I had no complaints with it. You can drink 3 of those and be pretty damn good.
I had no complaints either.
Is that what you had 3 of earlier?
No, I had 3 of the Moosehead.
Yeah, Moosehead's got a lower percentage on it, I believe, so that's not too bad. So what are we going to try next year, Harlos?
We're not really going to try anything. We're just going to drink these Mooseheads that I brought.
All right. Or as I like to call them, the Moose Knuckles.
So back to your question about the studio. I'm not really sure, honestly. I kind of set it up just to record my own stuff. And...
Well, I mean, it's an outlet. You need that.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind working with some local artists, but it seems like all of them just, you want to charge them $20. That's all they want. You charge them anything above $20, they're not interested. So.
Everyone wants to record albums and stuff. But they don't want to pay the money for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, well, why don't you build your own studio?
Right.
No, it's because it
maybe
costs
I will.
$1,000.
Exactly.
Well, let's not be bitter or resentful. It's hard to draw in customers that way.
Well, I've got about 10 years worth of savings in this place. So.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I just like the feel of it in here. I would definitely like to see it utilized properly for sure.
I'd like to pass out drunk in here a time or two.
Yeah, for real. And I think it's all about getting the project together that you want to work on. Like, if you want to produce something, do you go looking for it? Do you go out scouting for acts, or do you hope that they come to you?
I'm so busy with work, honestly. I just worry about my own stuff.
True.
I would love to produce a record. I think that would be a lot of fun.
It's not.
I like the.
I have sat here and watched him for numerous nights, like working on a track we worked on, and it's just him glued to the screen, moving little tiny bits here and tiny bits there, and highlighting this and deleting that and shuffling. It's boring as shit.
That's my favorite part. I actually like that portion of it.
It's like my favorite hobby I hate to be good at.
Well, you can come help him dial in the drums next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
That's an hour and a half of boom, boom, boom. Hit it again.
Well, that's kind of why I got those. I mean, you don't even have to mess with those. It's all digital.
True.
Just send it through MIDI, and it triggers in Superior Drummer.
Nice.
Or Slate, whatever you want to use.
That is true.
Very good. See, that's cool.
But, that's $1 million studios right there. They've recorded real drums in it. So people can't say they're not real drums. They actually are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're just pre-recorded, right?
It's the same thing. Like if I were to record a live snare, I'm going to have a sound sample of that snare being hit, and then
the coolest thing that I've ever seen is Paul McCartney was showing this off. There's this old piano type instrument.
Mellotron.
the Mellotron that uses tape decks, like spliced tape, so when you hit it, it actually plays, and it's very cool. But they're all recorded real sound. But then the whole point of it was so you can have an at-home symphony, if you will, of one band played off of this one instrument, and it was really cool. But they used it during Strawberry Fields and a few other tracks. It just gives it this very strange sound to it, but that's cool. It's cool how you can record something and then use it playback later. You know, obviously they do that with samples and stuff like that. They're using pre-recorded music, and
yeah, that's pretty much what the drum software is. It's samples, but like I said, if you record a live snare, you're gonna hear the hit and then the decay, and that's a sample when you're done.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Same thing.
That's what they do with almost every song that's put out now.
Yeah, there's actually an article I just read where it's like every song from the last 10 years that's been on the top 20 has the same snare sample.
Right.
Like, that's pretty funny.
It
Like, they'll
works.
record their kit, but then the engineer will be like, yep, your snare sounds like shit. And he'll drag over.
And that's like a main issue with drummers is the shitty sounding snare.
But it just depends. I mean, if the shitty snare works for the song, then it's like, I think it's all subjective.
Did you know that whole 80s like gated reverb snare sound was like an accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the deep.
It's
80s.
like a reverse something they did.
Well, I think that they had it like mic'd up or something. They had an overhead mic for something, like for cymbals, I think, and he hit a snare and like it went through that one, and you heard it. Phil Collins, this is who Phil Collins was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Let's do that again." And he continued to use that same sound instead of for like 20 years.
It works.
And he's the reason why all the drum sounds the same in the 80s.
For me, it's Pink Floyd's "Learning to Fly." Is that or not learning? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's just so 80s sounding on the
Oh
drums.
yeah.
Like, I like that song. Okay, I guess because it's still Floyd, but
It's not that great.
it's very.
It's Sean's favorite, so don't talk too much shit about it.
Yeah. Yeah, just something about the drum track and that's always got me. It's like, it just doesn't feel right.
My favorite drum sound is Chris Adler, Lamb of God. But he uses, I think it's like a 12-inch snare.
Huh.
It is loud because it's so small. Man.
Yeah. So it's like a toddler.
Well, he's got, big ass kicks and big toms, so it all sounds real, huge, and then that real tight snare, just a real quick hit, but it's loud. I mean, it cuts straight through everything.
Now, how often do people use a snare when it's open versus closed? Like that sound, where it almost sounds like a tom?
I mean, I like to mess around with it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like people really play with that too much, though.
A lot of jazz drummers like to play around with it.
A lot of jazz drummers, a lot of like, shit, I lost the word I was looking for.
Tribal drummers?
Yes.
Latin percussion.
Latin,
like
Latin percessionists. I'm sure Gloria Estefan's band used it a lot.
The Miami
Heat.
Miami Heat.
Yeah. The Miami Sound Machine.
Is that the band that what's his nuts was in? That basketball player guy.
Oh, LeBron James.
LeBron James in the Miami.
He played congas for the Gloria Estefan band.
That's great, dude. I really wish that Gloria Estefan was the new Colonel Sanders.
That would be nice.
Because we already got Reba to do it, and she would do a pretty good job.
She did. I don't know who the new guy is. No idea.
Who's the current Colonel Sanders? I'm not sure. Who is?
I don't have cable.
Yeah, I usually get to see it on the YouTube, which is a big. They help pay the bills.
Not really.
Yeah, they sure.
We don't get paid for shit.
Well, we already said fucking shit, so we're not getting paid for
No, we're just
We're allowed to say that 112 times in a year.
we're just doing this because it's what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is just a show to show off our beards. This is all we're doing. No one gives a shit. We have one viewer.
Dudes, tunes, and beards.
Dudes, tunes, and beers, and
I've even got a beard on my shirt. It's my belly. It shows off my dad bod pretty well. I like that. I've been wearing a lot of sweaters and this beard shirt. It show off the gut.
There's got to be a way to look into how to flip that camera angle because I don't like how you can't read our shirts. It's all mirrored.
It is mirrored. Isn't that weird that it's mirrored?
It is weird because we're wearing some sweet shirts.
Yeah, we sure are.
Every one of us.
And these were all made by Harlow Santana.
That's not true. The one I'm wearing is.
Oh, you are wearing a Grinder t-shirt.
Grinder? I hardly know her.
And that's actually a grinder from work, right?
No, this is a picture of a grinder, of a Metabow grinder that I stole offline. And if you look closely, I did such a good job on burning the screen. You can even make out the Walther on the freaking grinding disc.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
So I could never sell these because of the word Walther.
But it's flipped.
It is flipped.
Yeah, all right. It's like when they.
So since this is flipped and on the screen, then technically it's right.
Got a copyright issue on this one.
Yeah.
Just blew my own head up here. We're 40 minutes in. We're going for 20 more. Nothing you can do to stop us.
No, not even God herself could stop this.
I'm not cheersing that. That was some bullshit. That's some social justice shit.
Well, I'm just saying, dude. God's Alanis Morissette. Did we find that out?
I thought you were talking about that song with when God's on the bus.
What if God smoked cannabis?
No, the real one. I don't listen to those fake ass
There's
songs.
a guy on a hippie bus. There's this song by King Missile called "Jesus Was Way Cool," and it talks about like how you could turn water into wine, and you could turn like painkillers into amphetamines and shit.
I was drinking wine one night, and I started writing a song about how I was getting drunk like Jesus.
It's pretty cool.
I guess so. Speaking of shitty songs, you gonna go see Weird Al when he comes to town next year?
Yeah, that
When? What? Why you just threw that past me like I wasn't gonna care?
I think it's like July.
Last time he was here was like $110.
This was like $23.
Because the last tour was his Smell My Own Farts tour. And I think he was just trying to make a lot of money real quickly off it.
Right.
Because he was playing like Carmel and shit.
And it was all like
$110 a fucking ticket.
It was like sold out.
Yeah, because every time he comes through, it's like fucking $20.
I think he was raising money for this one because this one's gonna have like a full like orchestra.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be cool to see him at the ISO.
That would be cool. But he's gonna be at the White River.
I'm fine with that too. I like that better than the other.
I like that because right downtown.
Yeah, it is.
But I looked this morning. It's like 23 to 75.
That's a standard Weird Al price. That's what I'm saying. That's why I call the last one the Smell My Own Farts tour, because it was like totally fucking like $100 plus for a weird ticket, dude. I almost fucking paid it because I really wanted to go.
I would probably pay $23 to see him on the lawn, but that's about it.
Dude,
before or after tax?
Before.
I'm gonna pay. I would pay upwards to $50 to see him.
I don't think I'd pay that much to see Weird Al.
I would.
And after Ticketmaster, you will be.
I mean, dude, Weird Al's like 60 now.
Yeah, he looks great.
He looks great.
Veganism's working for him.
I guess.
And I was watching UHF, and it's funny seeing him eat the Twinkie Wiener sandwich because he's a vegetarian now.
He probably just did it back then for laughs. It was a gag.
Well, he probably wasn't a vegetarian either, though. I can see him.
Kind of like Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney did Twinkie
Guy with the
Wiener
hot
sandwich.
chick that was like, "Don't eat meat," and he's like, "All right."
Yeah, all right.
So they have an accent.
Guess I won't eat meat then.
That's
That's okay with me.
I'll just keep eating
I like-
vegetables.
I like carrots quite a lot now. That's fine.
Is bread a meat?
I could still have ice cream, right?
The garlic bread and ice cream. I like that.
God, I love ice cream. I can't just give up ice cream now. Come on now. That's an awful British guy voice.
It's just kind of like he's just eating like almond milk.
Eating all this is like freezing it.
Yeah,
Just
that's it. He just eats with a spoon. Like when you get those stupid malts,
With the wooden spoon.
With the wooden spoon.
That always tastes more like spoon than chocolate.
Yeah, do they still make those?
Do you remember these?
Mm-hmm.
They were always like $1 from the ice cream truck. Like, dude, I don't have $1.
And
I got 15 cents.
If I had $1, I was getting screwball. Really $1.10.
Oh yeah, the screwball.
What was the screwball?
It's like what the hell was that flavor?
Fuck.
Pink sherbet on top
Something.
of a gumball.
Yeah.
Cone cup.
Remember they'd have like the different characters with the gumball eyes.
Right. And they're always hard as a rock, and you
And
take
it's
like 2
awful.
chews and spit it out.
It's just like a sherbet too. It was like some stupid sherbet fucking
Right.
like thing.
What was your favorite ice cream off the ice cream truck when you were kids? Leave a message down below in the comments.
There's no correct answer except for screwball.
Yeah, screwball's it. The ones.
Remember when the Choco Taco came out?
Oh yeah,
That was like a whole thing.
life
It's like,
changing.
whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude.
They used to serve them at Taco Bell.
And they were $1.25, I believe, off the ice cream truck. It's like, who do you think you are?
You can't go wrong with an ice cream sandwich, though. That's like the Mac Daddy of them all.
Ice cream sandwich is how do you eat the cookies off and then the ice cream, or do you
I
just
just
straight
eat
chew
it. Just go for it.
Loser. What are you?
Bite at a time, man.
And then you always had that, like the cookie that sticks to your fingers.
Right.
But
You
if
always
it's
gotta look at that last
Neapolitan,
part.
I saved the middle.
Oh, what? Is it the strawberry? What's in the middle?
I think the middle was the vanilla.
And then sometimes they'll have the
Wait, no. I think it is. I think it depends on the manufacturer.
Yeah.
and then they have it's not like an RCA cable.
Is there a standard to this?
Yeah.
They're all made in the same damn factory,
Pull up the
probably.
patent.
Yeah,
Right.
Then they have the banana split variety, where it's like banana, strawberry, and vanilla. Sometimes
I think they've got all
chocolate.
kinds of stuff. They got cookies and cream. All
I'm
kinds
cool
of
with the
crap.
standard though.
We
I'm
got
not-
a triple chocolate today. It was chocolate ice cream with like chocolate sauce like swirled into it with chocolate cookies.
Jesus, dude.
Why have they not done a chocolate ice cream with a vanilla cookie? Inside out ice cream sandwich.
I don't know.
We need to patent this shit.
You know what else?
Oreos.
You know those delicious wafer cookies?
The sugar wafers?
Yeah.
We
And
eat
they
the
get
whole
the
pack.
thin, they get cream in.
Yeah, yeah.
Why have they not turned that into an ice cream cone?
Dude. It's basically the same material as the sugar
It's
cone.
just an ice cream cone. Yeah, it's just that. And then just turn that into where it's got a thin layer of like some cream.
Gentlemen, I think we're in the wrong business.
I think
We're
we
the
need
good
to-
humor
We need
guys.
to delete this stream immediately.
Right.
Someone is going to capitalize on our idea.
I tell you, I got $1 million idea the other day, and I made it. It's a Mario Brothers board game. Did you see this I posted?
Yeah.
I got to figure out how to get a licensing contract through Nintendo, and we are going to make some bank.
I actually like your generic idea better though.
I was telling him that I might just make a generic version and market it. It'd be the incredible HVAC technicians. Their names would be with Maurice and Larry.
That's good.
I'd be more into that anyways. I think that's
Princess Plum.
Princess Plum and the evil King Wowzer.
And instead of like the freaking toadstool thing, it could be just like
There is no toadstool in this game. We're safe.
good. Okay.
Toad's overrated as you know what I'm saying.
I was gonna say some type of I don't know, type of mold or something, but
Toad mold.
yeah. You could kind of go more with the movie approach, which I still think the movie's underrated.
You remember the movie? Mario Bros.
I
movie?
own it.
John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins?
The only thing I don't like about the movie is the fact that they leave it open for a sequel that we never got.
Exactly.
Because they were waiting to see how it did at the box office to see what they were going to do next Christmas.
That movie is the most punk rock thing that ever happened to anything
All
ever.
those movies, that whole era, there was a lot of movies that were all just done up like the Demolition Man, kind of.
Mm.
Pretty much, yeah. That's really a good
It's the
reference.
whole Demolition Man era movies.
Yeah, you're right. It's even like the Double Dragon movie
Yeah, that was
with Chris Wolf was in that one.
that one big dude is in there. I'm pretty sure one of them says there's an ass face behind you. What's an ass face? And then that big guy is ready to kick his ass.
Oh boy, I don't remember. I just remember they did a Street Fighter movie,
Mm-hmm.
which had Jean-Claude Van
Then the
Damme.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat was actually good. I just finally saw that about a year ago.
Uh,
It was the closest at the time.
Johnny
to-
Cage would have got his ass whooped by Scorpion.
dude, yeah.
Sure, okay, all right. Well,
Underworld's best fighter.
Scorpion was like
Versus
a
a
zombie.
guy that punches you in the balls.
but it was the closest of its time to almost follow the video game. Like I think I felt even recently that I've learned more about the Mortal Kombat story off of the movie than I would have any other.
See, weren't there like 3 of them?
I think
There's
they
two.
made another one, yeah.
The second one was really kind of strange. I like the guy who played
The second
Raiden in the first one. better than
Yeah.
the second one.
The second one had Jax in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jax wasn't in the first.
Is he the big black guy?
Big black guy with the metal arms. The
Yeah.
bionic
Yeah, that was
arms.
cool.
I
That was
liked him
actually
a
really
lot.
cool.
They had Sindel in the second one.
Baraka was in the second one.
Yeah.
Only briefly.
And Shao Kahn.
But for what they were doing, they were just kind of at a good time to just for the fun of it.
It's like, hey, here's something else we can capitalize on. Yeah, go ahead.
But there have been worse video game movies for sure.
That's true.
I think I do think that Street Fighter was shit.
Mhm.
That was pretty rough.
I thought the motion picture for Bust a Move was terrible.
The bust movement.
He was the guy that played M. Bison, though, in that. He's the guy that played Gomez Adams.
Oh, Raul Julia.
Oh, right.
He's
That's,
awesome.
Yeah, he's always awesome. Though.
Yeah.
That guy's good. You know, he died from a stomach virus.
Really?
Cancer was the
Yeah,
deal that happened. But they said it's from him eating sushi.
Huh.
He got some sort of
Bacterial
bacteria.
infection.
That ended up.
See, that's why I don't eat sushi.
That's rough, dude, because sushi's good. Especially the puree. I like this stuff that's all chopped up. It's like pureed.
No. Oh, that's ceviche.
Whatever it is, it's delicious. I
I
like the
don't know.
spicy salmon.
Have you heard the rumors about the Beetlejuice sequel?
No.
Yeah, they've been pushing that forever.
All the original characters are on board to do it.
Oh,
They've been
bullshit.
saying
They
Beetlejuice
said
in
they
Hawaii.
Beetlejuice in Hawaii?
That was the original Tim Burton idea.
I didn't read that.
Yeah. He always
Just
wanted.
look at what Tim Burton's done in the past, after Beetlejuice, and see where it's going to go.
Oh, well, I guess he's doing Dumbo, supposedly.
Wait, didn't he do Batman and Robin?
No, he did Batman and Batman Returns, and then that was it. He
Okay.
helped produce, I believe, Batman Forever.
Who did all the nipple Batmans?
That was Jerry Bruckheimer.
That's it.
Yeah, fuck him. That's different.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Tim Burton is to directing what certain people are as musicians. They had it when they were younger.
Mhm.
They had an edge to them, and then they get too stylized.
They got money, and they're not hungry anymore.
But did you like Batman Forever?
I love.
Val Kilmer, yeah.
I
love
thought that
it.
was the best villains in any Batman movie ever.
That was one of the best Batman movies.
I mean, Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face.
Thought he did great. He's a very
Can't
good.
beat Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face.
He was a good Harvey Dent. He
right.
did it very well. And then that's the one Jim Carrey as
The Riddler,
right?
and,
Thought he
yeah.
did really well. I like the that whole noir feel of the lighting on that, the red and blue, very comic booky look to everything.
Mhm.
I thought that was really cool. Definitely underrated. I just think it was hard to go from Batman Returns, which is a very dark,
Yeah.
left of center film,
Mhm.
to all right. Let's kind of take this back to more what the first Batman was attempting, which is still dark and comic booky, but with kind of a sort of a dark humor edge to it. And I think they definitely did that with Batman Forever. But plus, it had one of the greatest promotional things ever. With "Kiss from a Rose" from Seal was the big song of the summer.
Mhm.
The Batman crystal glasses from McDonald's,
Right.
which was really cool. The only other time they ever did that was with the
Wasn't it Taco Bell gave away the Batman Forever Batmobile?
Something like that. My bad. I just kicked the camera
but then,
stand.
Great break!
but it was I definitely like Batman Forever. Batman and Robin was terrible. That was as bad as it gets. That was like Dudes, Tunes, and Brews episode 25.
Yeah,
Which, if
that
you
was
people
pretty
remember,
bad.
that was an
Yeah,
experiment.
they made Bane an idiot in that. And
Right.
I hated that.
Well, speaking of Bane, what about the Bane in Dark Knight Rises? Because I haven't seen that.
I haven't
Oh,
either.
he's awesome.
Really, Tom
liked
Hardy, I believe,
it. It was,
plays him in that.
I thought it was right out of the comic books. He was smart. And
Right.
when they came face to face, he picked him up, broke his back like he did in the comics.
I was told that it was frame for frame, that they did it almost identical
Yeah.
to the comic book deal.
That's good. I mean, if you're gonna fucking take something like that, it's already established. Do it like it's been established.
Mhm.
His voice leaves a lot to be desired because it's weird. I don't know why Tom Hardy went that way, but it was good. I liked
Speaking of Batman, I was going through the Walmart the other night, and I see these little action figure sets. One, it's got two figures in it. One is Batman, and one is Swamp Thing. And I was like, "Fucking Swamp Thing, awesome!" It's a 2-pack Batman and Swamp Thing, like $5. I was like, "I'm buying this just for Swamp Thing."
Yeah.
So when I'm holding it, I'm like, "What's the story? Why is Batman with Swamp Thing?"
Swamp Thing is a DC character.
I did not know this.
So it
I
must
loved
be a
Swamp Thing when I was
DC
a
dual
kid.
pack.
Yes, that's true. But what's the connection?
Ooh, I
There
don't
is a
know.
connection.
Oh, there is.
In the Swamp Thing universe, his niece or something in his graphic novels a while back ends up running away from Louisiana or wherever they're staged at and runs off to Gotham City.
Oh, nice.
And she gets in trouble and Swamp Thing shows up and does some shit and Batman shows up like, "Dude." And Swamp Thing's like, "Come on, man." And Batman's like, "All right." And then Swamp Thing's like, "All right." And then they're good. Yeah, that's their connection.
He does this Swamp Thing.
I guess so.
You know, I've never seen the movie nor
The movies are pretty good.
The first one, I believe, was directed by Wes Craven.
I believe that because
So
it was like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, it's one of those like weird things.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, he did that.
Did you hear someone bought the rights to Toxic Avenger?
Well, really?
They're gonna redo it.
No way!
that's
I
fun.
love the Toxic Avenger too back in the day.
Well, remember when they did the cartoon when we were
Oh
kids?
yeah,
Toxic Crusaders.
that and the Killer Tomatoes were big around the same time.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Return of the Killer Tomatoes?
I remember the cartoon.
George Clooney's in the Return when it's
I think
an
I've
80s
seen that.
sequel, and it's actually really funny. It's
Remember,
pretty funny.
remember the cartoon?
Oh, yeah. That's what got me to understand any of that was when that came out in the late 80s.
Right.
And then they had a video game, which was trash.
A lot of stuff was trash.
Yeah, lots of trash.
But
especially,
whatever.
but that's kind of the beauty of, being able to, with like video games, emulators.
True.
You can just kind of check them out. Because back in the day, if you had a game, you'd pay like $25, $30 for it
Mhm.
or more. Video game prices really haven't come down throughout the years.
True. They stayed steady.
And then you would like be stuck with it. You're like,
Mhm.
all right, I just paid for this game. I got to get through it. And there's so many shitty games that have come out that you would go back and you're like, With emulators, obviously, you can just kind of like, it's the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
You can, but it doesn't really matter like it used to. But I'm not a new video gamer.
I'm not either.
I don't know.
You're an Xbox guy, right?
Yeah, I played the hell is that called? Obviously not much.
the
The Destiny.
What the hell's that?
It's a video game's about, I don't know, kind of like sci-fi, but your character is kind of like Halo.
Oh, so is that an Xbox series?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of video games now are comparable to like movies when we were kids. It's just you just kind of just go through a story.
Speaking of that, I heard that like everyone's all bitching about Ghostbusters. Like they should have made a legit Ghostbusters 3, and people claim, well, they did the video game.
The video game, yeah, I heard that was pretty top notch.
Yeah.
It came out like 2008.
Just read something that Dan Aykroyd and all of them are talking about doing.
They've been talking about that for so long. I've been following on the YouTubes and this and that.
What's funny is people that advertise it, like to catch your attention, they all keep saying with original cast. I'm like, well, not all of them.
No,
Well, because
Harold Ramis is
Egon,
dead.
yeah, Harold's dead, so it's like, what are you gonna do?
They were. I say if they're going to make a new one to fill Egon's role, don't just fill it with some random person. Go back and get one of those SCTV SNL people.
Eugene Levy.
Eugene Levy.
Oh my god,
That's what I say,
dude. Eugene Levy would fill it.
dude.
Yeah,
It'd be
well.
awesom.
If only John Candy was still alive.
Exactly. John Candy was supposed to be in Ghostbusters, but he
I
turned
could
it
have
down.
seen that. Yeah,
He was supposed to play the part that Rick Moranis played.
Really?
There's another movie that Christopher Guest directed recently that I've seen. It was a because he's the one who did Best in Show.
Spinal Tap.
No, he didn't actually. He was in Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
But that was directed by Rob Reiner. It's the only
A
one that's
Mighty
not.
Wind.
He's the only one that wasn't directed by Christopher Guest.
Okay.
Was Spinal Tap.
Okay.
But he did A Mighty Wind, Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, and then there's one other one. It's a more recent film I saw that they were all in. I'm like, I didn't even know this movie came out. But it's another mockumentary style film. They've really been pushing those.
Right.
I love it. I love that whole genre. I love that group of people. I didn't realize how that whole SCTV thing had been all connected to it.
SCTV. If you go back and watch some of that old SCTV stuff, it's pretty good. It's so much better than SNL.
It's not as hip. So they didn't have to try to keep that mainstream narrative as well.
Right.
They were able to be within their time, and really, I thought it was genius. Just a little bit that I've watched.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's based out of Chicago, correct? Isn't that the whole Second City
Somewhere around there.
aspect of it?
Well, that or somewhere in Canada.
Are they Canadian?
Mostly. I know that one dude was from Chicago. I forget his name. I see his face in my head.
He, the other dark-haired guy.
Yeah, he was.
He was the dad on Freaks and Geeks.
She's baking.
She knew I was coming.
This furnace is blasting cookies in here.
Sean has a nose for cookies. You're like that dog from the Cookie Crisp commercials.
Dude, you can't help it. It's right there.
But then it eventually.
I smell it now.
You had the cop that was keeping that guy from eating the Cookie Crisp.
Right.
That was what a jerk, man.
Right.
I
mean,
I'll be right back.
that's fine. We're probably gonna end this soon. If you want to say your piece.
Just a sec.
Oh wait, he's gonna bring us a gift.
He's gonna tell us to hold on our fucking show. Let's wreck this fucking motherfucker.
Man, that's it. I'm gonna drink this other beer.
That's not a beer. It's a fizzy, sparkly water
with a hint of cola flavor.
Yeah,
fuck it.
I brought this for the road.
The road's happening soon enough.
Yeah, for being an honorary guest and it being
shit.
Christmas. Got an ornament for the Dudes, Tunes, and Brews tree.
Wish you were beer. This is nice.
I've been singing that for years.
This is nice. It's a bottle cap ornament.
It says Reeb on the camera.
It says, wish you were beer.
Wish you were Reeb. Wish you were Reba.
I wish I was Reba.
Well, that was nice. That felt good.
That wasn't bad. It was so I mean this was what, episode 27 of Dudes, Tunes, and Brews?
Episode 27, take 3.
This was take 4.
Take 4.
This was take 4. That's why we've had 2 viewers the whole time, because they got tired of our shit.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, we had a good time.
I had a great time.
I enjoyed drinking those brews with my pal Shawn and Josh. We were supposed to have Shawn on like 4 weeks ago, but we screwed up scheduling or something. That was my bad. I admitted it. I admit my mistakes.
It was okay.
When I call you like 2 days ahead of time.
2 days ahead, yeah. You were like, "Hey, are we doing that Sunday?" And I was like, "Shit, I forgot." And you're like, "Me too." And I was like, "Sweet." So we got it. I really didn't forget. You did so. You said you were sick. I didn't want to be near you.
Yeah, I was sick.
Yeah, it was going around pretty heavily.
It was.
That was a nasty one too.
But yeah, this has been episode 27 of Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Actually, hold on. Let me backtrack just a second. This has been episode 27 of
Dudes,
Tunes,
and Brews. Shit, where's the mouse?
We were going to bring you a copy of some Prairie Home Companion.